Oh, somebody didn't read the card, guys. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Somebody didn't read the card. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, my goodness. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because I was going to run kind of another mono red Tanuki gave me. He's like, we're doing a lot of wins. That's why it's called nukes. But I said, man, you know, I haven't touched Rakdos in a while. And does anybody really want to see another basic mono red? Oh, go fast. Oh, do that. Well, it's very winny. It wins a lot. But what if we add a little bit more spice on there? What if we add a little bit more pepper into there? Specifically, black pepper. I am adding a splish splash of black into a classic mono red build right now, just to kind of spice things up and do a little different and gain a little bit of surprise advantage of people who are expecting kind of the same kind of mono red aggro, and then we come out with a right hook or a left hook of black. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which, of course, you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillanj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Yes, both those places. Hit that bell. We're going to, when we go live or post a new video, are you on Notification Squad? I don't know. You have to turn the bell to be on Notification Squad. Let me know in the comments. All that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news and information. Post your decks. Ask questions. It's all right there in Discord. That's where Tanuki shared the original deck with me. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy, it's right down there. So what are we talking about when we talk about the spicy nukes right here? Well, let me talk to you about the basics first. You know I'm a big fan of the Bolt Wave genre. 1 red, 3 damage to each opponent. Great card right here, man. It does a lot of damage, man. It's a lightning bolt, except it can't target another target except for your opponent. But honestly, we have to kill our opponent. We don't have to kill their creatures. We win by killing our opponent. So that's very useful for triggering. I also really like burst lightning, really more than shock. I know that people say, well, shock, whatever. I think it's arguably just better all around. That ability to kick for 4, normally for red, and then red and 4 to do that extra damage, has won me games a couple of times. When you have them down to 4 or less, boom, getting that extra mana out and knocking them out is good. I do have 2 regular shocks on here just because we need cheaper spells. However, if you don't want to do shock, you could do more fleeting effigies. I took down the fleeting effigies for a little bit because I was like, they're getting killed a lot. We don't always need to hit them. Shock is great. Shock is very basic. 2 damage, 1 red mana, as simple as it comes. There we go. So that's what we're doing for direct damage. And the reason that we have so many cheap spells is because we do want to trigger off our 2 flurry attacks here, which is Cory Steel Cutter and Reverberating Summons. We're going to talk about that. Now here comes the picante. I'm throwing in Desperate Measures from Tarkir, which I actually really like and I think people are sleeping on. 1 black instant, whenever this target creature gets +1 until the end of turn, +1, -1, when it dies under your control, draw 2 cards. The reason I like this is it's a cheap spell that lets you pump, which activates prowess and second spell abilities as an instant. It also triggers card draw for 2 cards for very cheap. If you know a creature is going to die, play Desperate Measures and get 2 cards out of it. It's really cool that way. So it has 2 kind of a combat ability and a card draw ability, which is super useful, especially if people are playing removal. You can play Desperate Measures and draw 2 cards, or if you just know that somebody is going on a trampling, a run that they're not coming back from, boom, hit those 2 cards right there. I also got Ashnod's Intervention as an instant, 1 black. It's a common card. Until the end of turn, this creature gets +2, so it's a nice black pump. Target creature gains +2. Very nice for trample and prowess. But however, whenever this creature dies or is put in exile, even if it's exiled, okay, guys, this is another thing. When they do that, a Road's End or whatever to you, even when it gets exiled from the battlefield, return it to its owner's hand. So you're going in with Screaming Mimi, or you're going in with Slickshot, and they're like, haha, I have here, take this. You're going to get exiled or killed. Guess what? Ashnod's Intervention, it comes back. Very, very cool stuff right there. Not a lot of people play it. And that's where you surprise people with the black cards that they're not expecting. Now, the red cards they are expecting are going to be Quarry Steel Cutter. I don't think it's broken, guys. I think it's very good, but I'm not against it. I think that it's very manageable. It's good. It wins games, but I don't think it's the absolute most busted thing. I'm more mad about Omniscience, but we'll talk about that later. 1 red and 1 equipped creature has +1/+1, trample and haste, and then it has the flurry ability. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. You may attach it equipment to it immediately. So it generates a token every turn. It's hard to get rid of. Even if you kill the creature, as long as I cast 2 spells, I get another 1/1 guy to add it to. And then we have all these different monks on the board, which are 1/1 prowess, potentially with trample and haste on them as well. Very, very useful card. And again, that's why you want a lot of cheap spells, so you can always be able to double cast. If we're talking about double casting, we've got to talk about reverberating summons. I owe an apology to the guy who recommended this to me, and I said, nah, I don't really feel it, dude. I don't really feel it. I do feel it now. It's actually very, very useful. 1 red and 1 at the beginning of each combat. If you've cast 2 or more spells this turn, again, flurry. This enchantment becomes a 3/3 monk with haste in addition to its other types until the end of turn. Extremely useful. Gets around a lot of abilities. Immune to board wipes. You have to target it directly. Immune to cut down because it's a 3/3. And it gives you an ounce. It gives you an ounce out right here. If you need it in an emergency, you can pay 1 red and 1, discard your hand, sacrifice this enchantment, and you draw 2 cards. So in case you're completely out of cards, you could, honestly, you could cast 2 spells, swing in with this guy, hit, and then sacrifice him and draw 2 more cards so you can keep the energy flowing. So very, very, very useful. I did not play it previously because I was like, I don't think it's worth it for a 2-drop. It absolutely is. It does work. We're going to go with Slickshot Show Off here because arguably it has super prowess, which is insane. 1 red and 1/1/2 flying haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2 until the end of turn. You can also plot him, which is very useful for playing out for the next for double spells, because you could plot him on 2, then on turn 3, play Reverberating Summons, play Slickshot, and that's 2 spells immediately, and then immediately play like Lightning Bolt to pump somebody up or do something like that. So very useful for your double spells right there. And the super prowess really goes hard on that too. You got to remember that prowess doesn't just go for burn spells, sorceries and instants. It also works for enchantments and artifacts. So he will get pumped if you play Quarry Steel or Reverberating right there. Speaking of prowess, you know, I have to play Emberheart Challenger. Listen, I got to play something in the meta, guys. It can't all be off meta cards, all right? 1 red and 1. I already made my no mouse mono red deck. Go take a look at that if you want to see what a red world looks like with zero mice in it. But he's just too powerful to ignore right here. It was either this or Monastery Swift Spirit, and I think we're more tired of her at this point. Haste and Prowess Valiant. Whenever this creature becomes the target of spell or ability you control, you exile the top card and you may play it. Again, very good target for Ashnod's Intervention or Desperate Measures on there. Even Atali's favorite to draw more cards and pump for Haste and Prowess as we go. I am going to come in with the Undead Sprinter here. And part of the reason, again, this was a recommendation from Tanuki. He said, you know, if you're going to run Rakdos, this guy's a Rakdos guy. 2/2 trample and haste, so he's running at you quick. The thing is, he's great for discard. If you're running into bounce and they're discarding you quite a bit, you may cast this spell. You can discard him all the time. You can just keep getting rid of him. Or if they have a lot of removal. But whenever you may cast this card from the graveyard, if a non-zombie creature zombie creature died this turn. If you do, he enters with a 1/1. So if something you control died, you can recast him from your graveyard if a non-creature died this turn. So non-zombie died. We have all non-zombies, which is why he's useful in a non-zombie deck. So if anything dies, we swing in, we do a full crunch. he can come back, which is extremely useful with the Trample Haste and a 3/3 Trample Haste right there. We're going to finish it off with, of course, Screamin' Mimi. We love Screamin' Mimi around here. Hard to build a mono red deck without Screamin' Mimi. I'm only going to go with 2 of her this time because she is very useful. Again, 3/3 haste for 1 red and 2 3-drop. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Nobody reads this card and they end up blowing themselves up. They hit it with some sort of burn spell, or they block it, and we throw fire everywhere like a crazy person. If they're playing life gain, this completely shuts it off. It's a brutal card right there, especially swinging in overall. As we go, we're also going to go with the Tali's Favor. Great common card, probably one of the best common cards out there. 1 red and 2 enchant creature. It gets +1/+1 and has trample, already pretty good, but you also discover 3, so you get a free spell that's 3 or less. You could grab a Screaming Mimi or anything else down the line right there. One of your hasters. It also will trigger 2 spells at once, so even if you only have 3 mana and you have out like on turn 3 or something like that, you put down something that you want, but it will trigger Corey Steel, it will trigger Reverberating by itself because it does have 2 spells in it as it goes. So Itali's gets cast and the other spell gets cast, and you've double cast spells right there, so useful stuff. Just a splash of swamps, 7, 11 mountains, Blackleaf Cliffs, I think, and Sulphur Springs maybe. Blazemire Verge, not that useful because it starts with a black, and we don't often have early black plays, but I'm not mad at you if you do a little bit more or less. Maybe you want to do 1 less of those and 1 more of those. I don't know. Mana is always going to be to taste as you go. 14 creatures seems low until you remember we have Corey Steel Cutter, which generates creatures, 4 of them, and 4 of the Reverberating Summons, which is a total of 22 creatures, potentially. Birds, Elementals, Mouse Spirits, Warriors, Wizards, and Zombies were all over the board. 10 instants, 4 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 6 enchantments, 22 lands on a 1.7 average. I actually flood with this deck. Could you get away with running 21? Maybe, maybe not. You do need at the bare minimum 3 mana to run this deck, and maybe 4 to be super effective. So be careful when you play too much with land right there. Again, just a dash of black, just to spice things up against your kind of boring kind of basic mono red deck that we often see all the time right there. So that's kind of why we're doing that. Sideboard, I have a couple suggestions. If they are running Corey Steel Cutter or anything like that, I think Dreadmaw's Ire for trample and enchantment destruction, or a Braid is great for cracking open an opponent's artifacts. You could run direct removal. I'm not running very many. I'm just running burn. Cut down or nowhere to run would, of course, help with that, especially if they have Sheltered by Ghosts. Grab the Prize is not bad either. Discard a card, and then if it was not a land card, you draw 2. And if it wasn't a land, you get 2 damage. Withering Torment's not bad for destroying an enchantment. Overwhelming Surge is not bad either for cracking an enchantment and doing 3 damage to a creature as an instant spell. So we have a couple of options in case you're running into, whatever lands whatever options that you may be hitting in best of 3, and you need a little bit of variety to change things up. So that is the best of 3 right there. Make sure to like the video, guys, if you like this type of spicy red, the spicy black pepper red. If you like the videos, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What are you running to run through? We're going to try to rank up right now. We're going to push Diamond pretty early, I think. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. You've ever seen. I think it's people not having to deal with artifacts, or they just don't fucking... You stopped watching it. You stopped running Itali's Favor a while ago. Yeah, I was thinking about replacing it. I'm not too happy with his performance lately. It's good, but I might throw something else in there. We'll drop a Sulphur Springs. Boom. Do that. He's gonna probably drop another one. No? Okay. We will foretell that. Very nice. Yeah, people who think the knife is amazing don't fucking remember Evercleave. That is 100% true right there. Very, very true statement. This post was fact-checked by real patriots. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of that. Shock. So we cast Corey Steel Cutter. We cast that. He's probably going to play removal, but we have 2 spells to cast next turn anyways, so He can play as much removal as he wants, but I think we're going to outgun him here for generating. Yeah, he's going to take that one out. He's going to take this one out next turn. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Powerful, yes. Very, very powerful, yes. I agree with that. It is very powerful card. Does a lot of stuff. It is not just the most fucking broken, unstoppable, just shit-wrecking thing that you've ever seen in your life. I don't see that. For whatever reason, people really feel like it's just he's the second coming. I don't know. He just rips and tears too hard. Let's see where the removal lands. Gopher, very nice. Boom. Got that. Probably a sweeper. He's doing all sweeps. He's doing oops all sweeps. Or he'll activate Hopeless. Rankle's Prankle. We both end up with nothing. Fleeting Effigy. Okay. Bango. Goes back into my hand. Alright. Tiny Bones. Very nice. Gonna activate. Alright, I need a spell here, boys. I need a spell here. It's a not a Tallies. Not a land, not a Tallies. Reverberating Summons, that'll do it. That'll do it, folks. Boom. Boom. Take action. Boom. Boom. You know, gun him down, run him down here. Put pressure on the guy. Boom. Down to 3. Goes back to my hand. That goes there. Yeah, he can cast something out of my graveyard, but it is what it is, you know.
This fight finished before brunch.
Each player discards a card. He's gonna go in. I don't think he can attack, right? It's a bad idea for him to attack. Oh, he's gonna do it. Okay. All I need is drop is a Bolt Wave, and no, I should run Screaming Mimi. That might be better than a Tally's Favor, to be honest with you. That Screaming Mimi might be the better choice. He's gonna do that one. Bop. Desperate Measures. We have that. We'll do this. You do that. Boom. Boom. Ashnod's Intervention. Boom. Okay. Cut down. Very nice. Each player discards a card. He's going to go in. We just need our Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave. Where are you, Bolt Wave? 9% chance. He'll draw fucking something back out here. Non-land permanent. He's going to do that? Really? There you go. Worry Steel Cutter is not going to do it. And just not drawing this Bolt Wave here. Just not drawing this Bolt Wave. He can't. I don't think he realized he can't activate this. Come on, Bolt Wave. You can do it. Slick Shot Show Off. That's not it. We'll plot that. That'll help. Sacrifice the enchantment. Wow. Really just does not want to give me the L here, that dub. I think we might have to put Screaming Mimi. I might take out 2 Atalis and put 2 Screamers in. Screaming Mimi would be very helpful. I'm going to draw a land here just because they want to give me a force loss. Watch this. Watch this, guys. We'll draw a land here for the force loss. Each player discards a card. He made himself discard a card. Hey, Fleeting Effigy. Okay, fantastic. So, we're going to cast that. Cast that. Activate, activate. Boom. 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 I'm gonna pump in all of you. Oh, finally. Jeez, that took way too long. We might have to put the memers in there, guys. We might have to put the screaming memers in there. Let's try put two screaming memers in there. I still do like the Atalis, but Mimi is just, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Oops, it's supposed to be Screaming Mimi. Let's do two of them. Let's do this. Boof, boof. We'll put one more of those. We do need to get our black manas off there. All right. Ops goes first. So is Braids unbanned in Arena or only format? Which Braids? The original Braids? OG Braids? Let's do this. Bolt Wave, of course, being my favorite musical genre. I don't know. Is Braids even on Arena Scarecrow? That's my question. Is Braids even fucking on Arena proper? Or is it just not there? Slick Shot Show Off, you're going in there. Boom. Reverberating Summons into an Effigy, into a Slick Shot. No. Reverberating Summons. Okay, well, he's going to grab something here. It doesn't matter. We're going to pummel him anyways. Hey, what's up, Cosmics? Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Is he gonna go in with one? No, he's not. So we're gonna do this, that, boom, that, and that. We're gonna put pressure down. We're gonna put pressure down on you, bro. How much pain do you want to take a hit here? Returns it. Okay, so summons can drop next. Summons, then Effigy, and then we do it from there. Hopeless Nightmare. You gotta be quicker than that, bro. You gotta be quicker than that. He's probably got a fucking Bandit's Tail in his hand, so. Probably has a Bandit's Talent. He's gonna hold steady. Poof, poof. Okay, no, he doesn't. Alright, oh, excellent. So we're gonna cast this. What's he gonna try to do here? Cast that. We'll hold Desperate Measures. He's going to try to play removal here. This is a lot of damage, though. He's holding up a removal, I'm sure. Yeah, he's going to be holding up a kill card. He had to discard. Boom. It's still fucking that much. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. What did he get rid of? Rot Curse Rakshasa. Alright, Ruthless Negotiation gets rid of that. Okay. Going in. Boom. For 5. Quarry Steel Cutter. We will put you down. It's going to do 3 damage. He might have a removal here. That's the end, so you're going to remove those from the game. So, next turn, we have to crack one of these and get ready. I like how we're doing second spell and all we've run into is fucking remove as a discard. That's really fun. So we're going to do... Drop that. Activate that. Boom, boom. Yeah. Alright, we'll hold steady. He is probably wants another removal. He's hopefully, I think he wants to cast Ruthless Negotiation again. But I think we can pull off some trick plays here. Alright. Bolt Wave genre? You know, it's like, you know, it's a joke. You know how there's like Astro Wave music and shit, right? So I said my favorite genre is Bolt Wave, which is not a real genre of music. But it sounds like it is, because there's like New Wave and whatever, you know. Should we drop the Quarry Steel? I think we're better off dropping the Quarry Steel. I think Bolt Wave might be fucking better. Yeah, it's fine. Wow, okay. So we do this. Boom. We do this. We do this. Cast that. Boom, boom, boom. And we take him out. Bow, bow. There we go. I have to play around him a little bit. But we can usually juggle him. Can usually juggle him quite a bit there. Bolt Wave genre. We're really getting pushed down quite a bit. Into the flood again. Alright, that's actually pretty decent. Same old triple, but I'd love to fucking go first occasionally. Good Lord Almighty. I would love to fucking go first. I've been on the fucking draw tonight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times tonight. So, you know, there's that. Fortified Siege, very nice. Put down Screaming Mimi. Boom. Bango. Is he gonna sweep the board? Echo Dragonstorm. Okay, he's doing Dragonstorm Stompies here. Which is, you know, that's a deck that you can certainly run. We'll do that. Boom. Bop. Cast that. On that. Boom. Bop. Take action. Boom. Pop. We'll go in. Pop. Pop. Alright. I can take 4 damage because I think he's going to try to flame sweep me. Which isn't going to go well for him. Yeah. Not a good look, dude. Not a good look. No, it's real bad. Oh, you get a dragon? Oh, wow, yay, wow, yay. Wow, yay. Wow. Okay. Cast Emberheart Challenger. Cast that. Trigger, 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 trigger. Yep. Yeah, I didn't think that that was gonna... You shouldn't Flame Sweep Screaming Mimi. It's a bad idea. I seem to like to really go on the draw. Especially when I'm playing aggro, the game really likes to put me on the draw. Like I said, tonight has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of, I think, 11? So 7 out of 11? Yeah, pretty good. That'll work. Let's do that. Hold steady. Bat. Bye, bat. Do this. Do Corey Steel. Phyrexian Arena. Alright, I really need a land here. Thank you, game. Thank you, Dark Souls. Take action. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right down to 11, which is nice. Boom. Pop. Okay, I need a small spell or a mana. I don't need a big spell. Spicy Taquitos, which is a funny name. Over the last 2 days, I played against a lot of top players and streamers, but I'm like, they're practicing qualifier, all not streaming to avoid the haters. I don't like Timeless. I've got on my way to badmouth it. I simply don't play it. He's gonna banish Corey Steele. Good move. Good move. Desperate Measure. Perfect. Let's do this one. Pop, pop, pop. Phyrexian Arena and take him down. There we go. Spicy Taquitos. Out of there. Great name, by the way. Delicious food. Very nice. I took the blows and did it my way. Okay, we'll do that. Ops goes first. Do that. Okay, we'll do Slick Shot. Okay, this is probably Jund Reanimator. Ooh. Might as well get it. Oh well, he's gonna get rid of fucking Corey Steelcutter anyways. Let's do that. My turn. Black leaves. Do that. Flooding out here on a 22 mana deck. Sentinel in the Nameless City. Very good card. Underrated card. It is, it's absolutely just, it doesn't do very much except be solid. That's really all it does. And I think people underrate it for that reason alone. It generates a lot of tokens, and it's a pretty beefy vigilance card. Yeah, I think people underrate this card. I do think it's very good, especially in artifact decks, believe it or not, because it generates an artifact every turn. Okay, so what's he going to do? He's going to pump. Hey, what's up, ADHD Donuts? Another Slick Shot. So we will play a Slick Shot. Boom. We will play another Slick Shot. He's got removal in his hand. I'm aware of this. I am quite aware of this. Boom. We will play a Bolt Wave. Of course, big fan of the Bolt Wave genre. And when he plays his removal, we will play fucking, wait, hold on. If he does cut down, that'll be +2. That'll be +2. He's going to play another one. He's going to play another removal to stack out. Okay. Womp, 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 womp. Womp, womp, womp. You had to play a lot of fucking cards there, my guy. Okay, well, we'll see. I flooded, so he's probably going to get a huge advantage here and play more removals. There you go. Yep. I'm probably going to draw another mana just to prove a point. As one does. Oh, he drew one too. That was a Battle of the Floods right here, guys. Battle of the Floods. Alright. Very nice. I love Battle of the Floods. Okay. Wait, Vesuvian Drifter. Very nice. It's a big hit there. I told you! You all didn't fucking believe me, and I said, I'm gonna draw fucking mana. You didn't fucking believe me. You all said, Jay, there's no way that's gonna fucking happen. All of you in chat. All of you are guilty of it. You said, no fucking way. This is gonna, no way would Jay fucking draw another mana on top of that. He's only got 22 mana in his deck. There's no way that he would draw 50% mana. I fucking told all of you. Every last one of you, I told you. And you guys said, no. No way. No way is he gonna draw all fucking mana. No fucking way. No way, no how. It's not gonna happen. Probably a counterspell or something like that. This is a very unique deck. I've not seen anybody play this. There we go. We're gonna play a sad emoji and we're gonna quit. That was, see? Gobbledygook. Oh, I said I have to cut it out now. Gobbledy. Said it, I have to censor it. He said it. There's no way Jay's just gonna draw mana for the rest of the fucking game. That's impossible. I mean, come on. What are the variance chances of that? Like, fucking nothing, you know? Look at this fucking land situation here, guys. Look at this absolutely fucking insane land situation. Every time, bro. It's crazy. He drew a 1. He's gonna pump. Mirror and Bane Splitter, very nice. Reverberating Summons. We're gonna do that. 2 mana. Yeah, you're never allowed to go first. Hey, Severin, how you doing, man? I didn't even say hi to you. I saw you there, and for some reason my brain just didn't click on. Guys, go click on Severin's name. Go follow him. He's a good guy. Yeah, just absolutely outshitted here. Absolutely fucking outshitted. A 2 mana red deck using the top meta. And that's the problem, is that if any time that there doesn't matter what you run, you're always going to be behind the curve on top meta horseshit, you know? You're never going to be at an advantage. Yeah, true. Boom, boom. Let's see if we can actually go first. Let's see if we can go first, guys. Hey, look at that. I get to go first. Wonderful. I haven't seen Corey steal in like fucking three games. I don't even know where it is. Okay. Oof. 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 I can't quit you. Floppy dingo. I think you could probably pull it off, Trex. Let's try Reverber. Oh, that Corey Steele Bolt Wave. I'd love a fucking another mana here. That'd actually be pretty cool. And for him to play something. If he comes in regular here, we're in for a wild ride. So let's try this. I get the money for the attempt. Okay, so if he counterspells it, that's fine. We hit him with Bolt Wave, favorite music genre, and then we run him in. Boom. Yeah, because I get the money for the attempt. He's probably going to lock us out with a temporary lockdown. Oh, no, he's not? Okay. So let's try to drop a summons. He'll either counterspell or play removal because he's running control. But we do need another mana here eventually. We're going to hold off on that Bolt Wave. Boom, 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 boom. Got a lot of people here tonight. Welcome everybody to the show, by the way. Yeah, he's going to get lost that. Boom. Boom. There he goes. Okay. That's good. That means that I get the money for the attempt, right, guys? We get the money for the attempt. Boom. Do that. Gonna try to draw his hand out here. Bring the end. Very nice. Then we do this one. Even if it fails, what do we get, guys? We get the money for the attempt. He's got to play another removal. Bango. Okay. Boom. And that goes in for 3. Now, all he's done is try to stop me from doing stuff, which means he hasn't really done anything for himself yet. Which is, you know, we put down Reverberating Summons. What do I get? The money for the attempt. Boom. A man can only have 2 removals, 2 counterspells, 2 whatever's in there. Take that. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's why it's really good against counterspells, because even if they counter your spells, all I have to do is try to cast the second spell, and I get the reward for it. That's what's really good about it. That's a very useful aspect. Hey, what's up, Otta Ramen? Alright. Okay. Don't really have that great of a hand. He's going to go Candy Trail, Hushwood Verge. We'll hold off on our spells. The hardest thing about this deck is you kind of have to hold off on your spells until you can kind of throw a flurry at them, which, you know, that's the name of the fucking ability. Nope, he said no thank you? Okay. It is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. Boom. Boom. We're doing fine. I mean, we're doing good. It's a 65% win rate. Again, on the draw, 72% on the draw. If we can actually draw. However, the game a lot of times likes to go, hey, Alright, Screaming Mimi is there. I feel like if I can get a second spell off... Ugh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, guys. That's a tough one to deal with right there. If he's going to do the lockout deck, then I think we're in bad shape. Okay. Boom. Okay, that doesn't do nothing. We'll put out Reverberating Summons. Boom. The good news is Reverberating Summons doesn't get affected by Authority. And I don't know if he knows that. He'll probably crack Reverberating, though, if he's got white. He'll try to destroy it. So we'll see here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it's a problem. We're gonna do nothing. We'll put down Screaming Mimi. Hopefully that will take some heat off of it. But he probably has something to deal with Screaming Mimi. Baby JB. Split up. Very nice. Okay. That's what he's going to do. Boom. I'll leave your shop. Flick shot show off. We will put out a slick shot. See what he wants to do with it. If he wants to kill it, it's fine. Next. Boom. He's going to go down there. He's going to gain a lot of life from this, which I'm not happy about, but we'll see. If he doesn't have removal, we might run him down. Boom, boom. Back up to 17. Itali's favor. I think I have to do 9. Let's see what he's got. He's got an instant. So he's probably going to kill that. Or he's getting that from the port. So if he's got an instant removal, create a Phyrexian, he gains 1 life. Ooh, we almost got him, boys. Almost got him there. He had the 1 life gain and the 1 life loss. So that's going to be that. Very, very close. Authority of the Council's not our friend there. If Authority of our Councils is not our friend. No, sir. Alright. Mimi can't be locked down either. Yeah, that's true. Mimi can't be locked down. It's impossible. Can't be done. Authority solos. Listen, man. Against aggro nowadays, bros, Authority fucking solos. And we're on the fucking play. I'll keep it. We're on the goddamn play, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Ramp. He'll probably play the Overlord, the Green Overlord. Oh, the second Llanowar Elves has hit us. Okay. Has hit the board. We will Slick Shot. Boom. So he knows we're serious. Bum 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 ba bum ba bum. Okay. So, Mountain, Corey Steele, he's got that. Take action. He might have something here. Maybe this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay, we might be in business here, boys. Depending on what comes out here, unless it's like a fucking behemoth. But I don't know, you don't have enough mana for that. Even the fucking Emberheart with 2 bolt waves on the back end is pretty brutal. Doesn't have enough for a sweeper yet. Dance of the Tumbleweeds. I think he knows he's doomed. What's he spreeing with? Green, he can do 6. He can get X elementals. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Because we're going to put down you. Boom. Bolt wave you. Flick, 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 flick. And then we're just going to flicker you down. Yeah, now you can't leave me unopposed like that, bro. I'm just gonna run you down. Well, a splash of black, a splash of black in my mono red for a little bit of flavor, as it were. Okay, Corey Skill into streaming Mimi is actually not a bad run right there. Boom. We're actually on the play. Let's hope he doesn't have Spell Pierce. Let's try Reverberating Summons before we do anything, because you might know he doesn't have Spell Pierce. Okay. Okay. I bet this is going to be an Omni. Emotional Support Skull. There you go. Hey, what's up, Silent Snow? Fear of Missing Out. We're going to really gun him down here, okay, guys? We're going to do that. Boom. And then we're going to do this. Boom, boom, trample through, hit. Very nice hit there. Okay, so what's he gonna run? Terza Light Shitter. There she is. The Teresian Light Shitter. 6 more days of Final Fantasy reveal. I'm gonna do a live stream on it, guys. Everyone begged me. They said, please, Jay, we beg of you. Do a Final Fantasy reveal live stream. We're desperate. Oculus. I'm not that mad about Oculus, to be honest. Teresian Light Shitter, yeah. Because it just puts up blockers for Screaming Mimi to hit, so, you know. Bango. Hopefully it doesn't have the knockback. That's the one thing that I fear is the knockback. Manifest Dread. Hey, look at that. So we're going to do this. It's going to do Into the Flood Maw again. We're going to do that. Boom, boom. Okay. I had a feeling he had a 1 blue up. I hate that card. I'll never use this. I hate this stupid fucking card. Boom. Alright, here's for all the marbles. He's going to Manifest Dread. Are we going to pull a mana or are we going to pull a useful card? Emberheart Challenger. Let's do it. Oh, somebody didn't read the card, guys. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Somebody didn't read the card. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, my goodness. What a shame. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal, brutal way to end it right there, guys. Oh, man. Yeah. I was hoping. I said the only way through I have it. The only way through I have it is if he's dumb enough to block this fucking thing incoming right there, man. Oh, my God. The light shitter, man. Absolutely done over by the light shitter. Well, I like this deck, guys. It's a different way of doing red. It does okay. It's ranking us up. I'm not mad at it for real though. Like on the draw, if you're lucky enough and you want to get on, I played so many times on the draw. I ended up with a 70% win rate on the draw. 65% overall. I can't complain about that. Over a lot of games, over maybe like 20 or 30 games. How many games did we do? 35 games, 65%. I'm not bad at that at all, guys. For real. A little bit of variety on your mono red in case you don't want to run the stock standard. You want to do a little something a little spicy, a little spicier, a little black in there, which I feel like is good, especially since we have ways of surviving attacks and card draw as our options and some counter spell, some counter tech against the discard maneuvering that they like to do there. So that all being said, I'm going to leave this one right there for tonight. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Thank you all for coming. We're going to move on.